You cross, interrupt minute later, Yuna arrive at the hall, dressing, renew, makeup, stun, breathless and panic. I am sorry. I was stuck. I tried to come. The hall went silent. Everyone turned toward her, then toward you. Taehyung froze, staring between you, both in shock. Yuna, if you are here, then who? He turned to you, confusion swelling in his eyes. Yuna stormed toward you, hand trembling. Take off the veil, she hissed. You hesitate. Jimin stepped forward, face pale. Why? You slowly reached up and lifted the veil. The entire room gasped. Then eyes pointed, betrayal flashing in them. His lip parted. But no word came out. Jimin standing close to you looked like his wall shattered before you could explain. Jimin slapped you hard, tear pricking your eyes, but you didn't flinch. Why? He shouted, voice cracking. Why would you do this? You looked into his eyes, holding back the flood of emotion building inside. You whispered, because I love him. Silence fell over the grand wedding hall, your voice echoed in the still air. Because I love him. Jimin, hand trembled at his side, red from the slap. His eyes shone with a disbelief, with the betrayal, and 100 emotion freaking all at once. You loved him, he whispered harshly, and you thought this was the way you to show it, by tricking him into marriage. You stepped forward, your voice trembling. I didn't mean for it happen like this. I couldn't bear to see him with someone else. Taehyung looked like he had been gutted, his face clenched, his jaw tightened. You manipulated the entire wedding, he said coldly. You stole someone's place at the altar. Yuna was crying now, standing behind Taehyung, her hand clutched over her heart. You sabotaged my car, didn't you? She said with a cruel voice. I knew it wasn't accident. I trust you and I'm sorry, you choked out. He was supposed to be mine. He always supposed to be mine. Tim stepped forward, then eyes burning with fury. No, he said slowly. I was never yours. I never loved you. I only ever loved her. The word hit harder than any slap. Jimin turned away, running a hand through his hair. Do you have any idea what have you done? He said, his voice cracking. You have destroyed everything. I didn't mean to destroy anything, you whispered. I only wanted a chance, just one moment. Taehyung cut off. You will get your moment, he snapped. 6 months, that's all you are getting. You blink in confusion. What? 6 months, he repeated. We will keep this marriage until then. After that, I am divorcing you. You try to speak, but your voice catch in your throat. I want him limit our family by announcing it now, he said coldly. But after that, I never want to see your face. Yuna stared at him in disbelief. He turned to her gently. I need time, Yuna. This changed everything. She looked hurt, but noted, her voice soft. I understand. You looked at Jimin, your eyes bleeding. He turned his back on you, shoulder snap. You are not my sister right now. Your voice shattered in front of you, and yet deep inside, even as you everything crumble, you whisper to yourself, you will love me one day, even if it is the last thing I do. 6 months, that's what he said. 6 months of cold silence, of sharing a house with a man who couldn't even look at you without resentment burning in his eyes. You sat quietly on the edge of the messy bed in front of bedroom you now share with him, though he didn't spend a single night in it since wedding. His things were untouched. His side of the bed still made the distance between you wasn't just physical, it was everything. Still, you kept your promise to yourself. You cooked his breakfast. You made sure his clothes were ironed and placed neatly in the closet. You greet him every morning, even when he ignored you and walked right past you. Took care of home even if it didn't feel like yours. Because deep down you believe maybe one day he see you, maybe one day he understand your heart, but it wasn't easy. Taehyung came home late every night, bravely careless your way. Some night he risked whiskey, other of heartbreak, and sometimes he came talking on the phone with you. Your chest would tighten every time you heard her name. Still you smiled, though you cooked dinner and left on the table knowing it would go cold. You folded his jacket when he threw you on the couch. You placed a glass of water nightstand every night, though he never drank. And one evening, as the rain poured outside, you stood by the window, arms wrapped around yourself. You whispered, "You will love me one day, even if just for a moment." But beside you, and the door cracked open. You turned, and there he was, wet from the rain, his loose ties, hair mess, and his eyes bloodshot. You whispered, "He looked like you," with unreadable expression before stumbling to. "Where is Yuna?" He said. Your heart cracked. "She's not here. Why you drink this much?" You said softly, walking support him as he neatly collapsed into your arms. "I love her," he mumbled drunkenly. She was laughing with some guy, "But I love her." You helped him to the bed, your hand trembling as you wiped his face gently. He catch your wrist. "Why does it hurt?" he whispered. "Why did it hurt so much? Seeing her laugh with someone else?" You didn't answer, and then his lips found your drunken respiratory, your froze, your heart screamed. This was what you always wanted, but not like this. Yet still, when his hand pulled you closer, you let them. When he whispered her name, you stay silent because this is the first time your love asked something of you and you couldn't say no. You loved him too much to deny him, even if he didn't love you back. The morning sunlight flickered through the curtain, warm and soft, but nothing about you felt light. You stayed awake before him, the sheet tangled around your bare leg, your eyes swollen from the tear that had fallen silently through the night. He was beside you, peaceful, as if nothing happened, as if last night didn't mean anything. Because of him, it probably didn't. He mumbled in his sleep for the brief second, hope freaking inside your chest, but then he turned away and said her name. The hope died instantly. You pulled the sheet around your body, slipping out of bed as quickly as you could. Your leg trembled, but your heart even more. Last night wasn't love. It was the pain wrapped in illusion. He was still chasing someone else, and you were just there. Your finger brushed the edge of his desk in the study room as you left. Something behind it was paper and the note for Nick. I won't force you anymore. I love you silently for years. And for a moment I thought maybe you could see me, but I understand now. You never looked at me the way I looked at you. So this the time I am letting you. You didn't cry this time. You walked out of the house with a quiet dignity, your heart shattered into a million pieces, but still beating with a strange strength. When you reach your old house, Jimin opened the door. He was stunned at first, but when you ran to in his arms, putting your face into his chest, he froze. Why? And he whispered. I was wrong. You cry softly. I shouldn't have forced it. I won't come between them anymore. Jimin held you tightly, his voice breaking. You are my sister. I should protect you. You didn't say anything. You were too tired, too broke. And upstairs in the mansion that felt colder than ever, Taehyung woke up alone. His hand reached across the bed in vain. He found nothing but emptiness. Confused and cross, he sat up, gazing around. Fine, he called out. His heart pounded from the remains of last night's drink. You couldn't hear up his temple when he called. His voice hoarse. He sat up, tracing the room. No sign of you, no soft humming in the bed. No scent of your jasmine, fond mist clinging in the air. Said he crossed from the sleep. He got up, walked to the wardrobe and got ready for the work. He assumed maybe you were already downstairs preparing breakfast like usual, but he distanced in the silence, clutching the like a heavy. The kitchen was spotless, the dining table just one plate served. His maid awkwardly avoiding his gaze as he sat, ate alone. It felt wrong. The whole day at the office was a blur. His mind refused to focus, scoring his flash of the night before. What happened? Why couldn't he remember clearly? Why wasn't you answering his call? He checked his phone, 7 missed calls, all his, none returned. He looked up sharply. Yuna was standing at the doorway, eyes sparkling as he bent, wrapped her arms around him. I missed you so much. You have no idea how happy I am. Just a few days and you will be free from the fake man. Her word echoed in his ear like a broken bell. He didn't react, didn't smile. Yuna noticed the blank look. Let's go out for dinner tonight, just like old days. I have a meeting, Yuna, he replied coldly. You sneaked, and then slowly left his office. Then stared at his computer screen, but his mind far away.